we have decided that we are going to do take 2 of our video today because for whatever reason the live didn't work. And we did the same thing that we always do, and we've done lots of lives between the 3 of us. So it must be the internet or the weather or whatever, but we don't know why it didn't work. So we're gonna do it again. So take 2. So the theme of our talk today was using the Stampin' Up videos that they have online and the different places that you can find them and different ways that you can use them. So who went first before?
I did.
You did. So Susan can go first again. So this is Susan, and her Facebook page is Stamp Creatively, and her, I hear a cat, and her website and blog and all of that, stampcreatively.com.
It is. There you go. And so what I did was I watched this Succeed Weekly that we get in an email, or you can look at it online Tuesday morning. I went in and watched, they have around a 2-minute video that talks about the product in the new Celebration 2nd release. And so it describes a little bit, and I always think those are worth it because I love to hear the verbiage that they use, so I can tell my customers a little bit more information than what they can get just out of the flyer about the product. So they talked about this being a distinctive set, which is something that is only Stampin' Up does, so the distinctive stamped images, and that it was an image only set. So those are 2 terms that I know I can use. There were lots of other things when they talked about the stamp set that I found very interesting. They talked about the DSP being a hand-painted pattern, which again is great information for my customers. So they talked about the hand-paintedness and then the ombre effect, that this is not defective because you have dark and light. It's supposed to be that way. So again, I get good information by watching those little 2-minute videos. I did take some of the product and create a couple of cards for an event I had yesterday. I do like the DSP, and I do think the stamp set stamps really well. So here are 2 of the products I created. I used that cute little leaf ribbon that's in the catalog because it goes together, because Stampin' Up tells me it does when they give me that list of what colors match the DSP. So that was the video I watched. I highly recommend it. It's worth your 2 minutes.
Okay. Well, and on the same Succeed Weekly, there was also a State of the Stampin' Up last quarter year-end review, and there were also so there was some good information that Sarah and Scott told all the demonstrators essentially what were the best sellers, what were some of the stamp sets that needed some love. We all have understand that we know that the best sellers, like the ribbon and things like that, sometimes that can go out of stock quickly when it's a great seller. And one of the things that I caught, and I think it's really important to focus on, is some of the things that need a little love. And because you know that they've got a lot of stock in them, and so why not create some projects or product-based classes that you can enhance your sales, and you're selling things that are going to be there. One of the items was the in-color markers. Another thing was the sweet treat cups that's in the Occasions Mini. Let's see here, the embellishment Share What You Love kit, that one, and the velvet ribbon. Oh, I didn't bring that out, did I? Anyway, the Rich Razzleberry velvet ribbon, which I love that velvet ribbon. I think probably because that's not selling is, thanks. Probably that is not selling because we all fell in love with the Tranquil Tide at Christmas, and we just put the pink away for a little bit. So it's time to bring it back out. And so what I thought I'd do, and literally I did this really quick, right before we did our first filming, and we just got some, got the treat cups out, and I said, okay, well, how can we make something that will promote these products and also help our sales? And so I'm gonna come over here and show you a little bit. I used the frosted frosted paper. You can see it's got the frosted on the back. I'm just going to show you this one and then I'll show you my finished product. This is super easy. All you have to do is put a little bit of adhesive around the top. If I had one of these at home and if I'd had a little bit more time, I might have actually taken this apart so that I had an exact template, because you'll find with cups and things like that, it'll kind of go like this. It'll have a curve on it so that it fits around your cup easily, but I didn't have time today. So I just stuck some adhesive around the top of my treat cup, and then I just wrapped it so that it's up close and tight against the ridge of the cup. And then you'll see there's a big gap in here. And so again, if you were to make a template, it would actually fit pretty perfectly. But this is another thing that you can do instead of that. Let me grab a piece of scissors. There's some scissors over here. And I'm just going to show you this technique. You can do it for anything that you're working with. So what you're going to do is I'm just going to take and cut up. Obviously, I would have cut this 2 inches exactly on my other piece I showed you. But basically what you're going to do is you're just going to cut up as far as you need to cut, probably about to your adhesive line, and then you're going to adhere that down. Here. You're going to lay that down and then lay this top piece over it. So you have kind of a little pleat on top of that. And you're just going to do that. See how that makes it nice and fit up against the cup? So you're just going to take that and do that all the way around. Probably need about 6 places that you cut like that. And so this is what I came up with. This is the label from the embellishment kits. Obviously it's the ribbon. And then I also, let's see here, I took this little lid. Oh, I know what I was going to say. This stamp set, oops! There's a stamp set called All That You Are. It also coordinates with the frosted flower frame, Share What You Love paper is what it's called. But it's like a frosted, it went with the frosted framelits, I think. And so I used the sentiment from that, so that's a new stamp set that they could use with this whole grouping. And then I just coordinated the paper, the piece on top. This is the interior circle is the out of the circle framelits die. And then what I did is I just put the circle, put the purple paper down and drew a pencil mark on here. So that gave me kind of an edge. And then it's about, like a 1/4 inch all the way around to get that to fit into your cup lid. And then this is just a tiny piece that was easy enough to go around the side. So then on the large label, which also comes in the embellishment kit, these little paper clips and the little silver roses are on there. You just kind of add that. This is just a straw that actually Susan had in her basement. And I cut a cross in the top of the cup, and there you've got a cute little treat cup. And that would make this would make such cute favors for any occasion and make a cute little gift. We also thought that instead of putting candy inside, you could put an actual cupcake in here and then just take your pick and put a little tag into the cupcake, which would be super cute. So I think that's everything, and that would really, you would have a great class. And you're using things that Stampin' Up! Has told us that they need us to help move, and so you've got it. You don't have to really worry about back orders and things like that.
Which is a bonus.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and so my video I watched was from the past on stages. So if you go to events on the website, then you can watch whatever the last event was. So the last event was Orlando, and we were there. So, you feel like you lived it, and, you all held your camera up or your phone, and you took really poor quality pictures of the screen. And later, like half the thing was gone and you're like, what was that? And you know, usually when you go to an event, like the first couple, maybe the first day, maybe the first day and a half, like you retain a lot of it and your notes may be really good. And then by the end, you're like, yeah, I don't even remember what they talked about. So if you were at Orlando, you might not think you need to watch them again. Or if you missed it altogether, then you might want to watch it because there was a lot of fun stuff shared. And we were there. But the very best reason that I like to watch them, even though I've been to the last several, I don't know, lots of them. But when you go and you take bad pictures, oh, that's not even, those are my pictures. Those are my daughter's pictures. That's Iceland. Let me get back to, I touched my thing. Let me go to all photos. So I watched Shannon West, and Shannon is RDDM, but she did a presentation. I think it's the second video if you watch it. And it's hard to see in a video on video. But when you watch it again, then you can do a screenshot. So you get really good pictures then of the screen. And so she did a presentation on the butterfly gala. She didn't know which way she wanted to say it. There we go. So here's a picture of one of the cards that she did. And I know the punch is on back order, but this card doesn't even have any of the punch on it. You can see her finger. I was going to move my finger, but that's hers. So that's a really cute card. So if you are hung up for a quick idea, or you kind of sketched something, or you took a bad picture while she was doing her presentation, if you were there, you can kind of fast forward, or if you missed it altogether, then you can go watch it. So you'd want to watch this soon, because as soon as the next on stage happens, they'll be taking these down. So on this one right here, let me see if I can get it. She drug the ink pad across. Again, this uses the Butterfly Gala, but it doesn't use the punch. So it has the free stuff on it. She did this for a simple stamper. And she had divided them up into a $50 kit. So this was $50 worth of product with the note cards and the ink pads, and then you got the free embellishments. And she drugged that across the back. And then this, she did the same technique with the cactus card. And she talked about her then fiance, and she's since married him. And so this was my version of her card. So
super cute.
It's similar-ish. I used the foil paper because it's running out. And so I want my ladies that are coming to camp this weekend to fall in love with it if they need it to order it quickly.
How could you not fall in love with that?
I know, and it's fabulous. So it's pretty much Shannon's card. I just changed it up a tiny bit. And then she also showed, this one has the ribbon on it, but it's a really cute little pattern, and she gave the measurements for the, you'll have to go. You can get your own, these screenshots are really good. So she did this one here where she colored a little bit with watercolor pencils. There, you got a better shot of that one. And so I did a version of this as well. And she used the ribbon, which is now gone, but you don't need the ribbon on the card. And I just colored my embellishment with the watercolor pencil because most of the ladies that will come to my class are way past the Avid stage. They have everything. So I'm able to adapt my cards to their needs. But so this will have some of the free product for them. So if you don't know that those videos are on there, you'll want to go watch. They only keep them. I asked Demonstrator support yesterday so I could check with you and let you know. But they only have one event, and then that's gone when the next one goes. They weren't sure. They had to go check to let me know for sure. So that's what we have for you today. And then we did tell you that we would draw for one of these little stamp cases, little containers.
They're so cute.
On our live, and since it wasn't going well and we just kind of cut it short, we will do it. So if you share this video, so just post it somewhere and then tag one of us. So it's Stamp Creatively, Wonder Basement, or Cheri's card. So if you just tag one of us so that we know that you've shared it, wherever you want to share it at, that's fine. And then we'll put all of you into a drawing. So you have until next week. And then our group website, our group Facebook is Creating and Sharing the Life You Love. And I will tag that in this as well. So you can join that. It's a demonstrator only group. And we are going to have an April Demonstrator event. If you're interested, interested in that, then you can join our group and you'll get information on that. So hopefully this turns out better than our hot mess of a Facebook Live today. So have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.